Hey class, I'm back. Remember this guy? This is Tristan Harris. I don't know if you have read this article from the Globe and Mail, but I kind of pick on him a little bit. Um, I was really intrigued by this picture of him, actually. I'm glad they put in the Globe because the first time I saw it, it reminded me of a Byzantine icon. He looks like a saint from a long time ago. It's just kind of funny. I'm interested in Catholic iconography. It's just an interest of mine. I was raised Catholic, so it's kind of hard to shake that. But in any case, I'm interested in the rituals around it, and you'll hear more about that in class. So this article about Tristan Harris. Tristan Harris is really interested in this thing that he calls the digital attention crisis, and you've already heard in this class. You're going to be reading, and you have heard about the attention economy, and the problem with the attention economy. And what Harris did was he created this thing called the Center for Humane Technology, which I found really exciting until I joined and I became an influencer for the center, and I realized it's really just a big bulletin board system for people to go online and complain about stuff. And it's also used as a platform for Harris to deliver some of his talks, and more can be done. My own interest in what more can be done regarding the attention problem involves the creation of objects to think with. So that's a big part of this class. If we weren't virtual, you'd be in the lab making stuff. You did make the resistor case, or you are going to make it, and that's an object to think with. But what are these things? So that's the old lab, actually, that you're not going to be in, and you're not going to be in the new lab either, which is here. I moved the lab to Communitech because it's kind of the heart of the tech industry locally. And they wanted us to move there because they wanted to add a critical, ethical, responsible kind of presence to the tech development, tech innovation that's happening in the region. And so the lab is actually located in Corporate Innovation Alley inside Communitech, which is kind of funny. So there are some students working away on projects that you won't be working on, doing some soldering, and there's Professor Fan there as well. And here are some sample projects. So I've had students hack a brainwave EEG, wireless EEG device to create a game with this strange looking skull that makes the eyes grow brighter and more colorful as you focus your attention. I had students in this course make pinhole cameras where you basically, that's the camera on the table there, that coffee can. You paint the inside of that black, you put a photosensitive piece of paper inside of that, and in the dark, you have to do it in the dark, it's photosensitive. And then you open a tiny aperture on that can, it exposes the paper to light, and you take a photo. And it can take, I had the student try and take selfies. It could take you an hour and a half, depending on your light source, to take one selfie. And you compare that kind of temporality to the way selfies are taken today on an almost automatic basis. I had a student play Counter-Strike for 48 hours straight, Christian Metaxas, and every time he got a headshot in the game, he would pause the screen, print the headshot, and fold that printout into a paper crane, and then hand them out to people at a museum where he was doing this performance. This is actually going to be on the cover of my book that's coming out in the fall. This is called Basketcase by Woodcock. Caitlin wove this basket by hand, obviously. She wanted to learn basket weaving. And then she equipped it with a sensor inside, a force sensor, and this screen. And the screen says rest your phone. And you put your phone down in the basket, it starts counting down how long your phone's been in there. When you take your phone out of the basket, it tells you what percentage of that basket you could have woven because your hands were free of your phone. This is not only a project to get you to think about what your hands are doing, but it's also a project to kind of counter the stereotype of a maker / hacker as a basement dwelling white dude. So she wanted to combine some domestic crafts with hardware hacking. And she also made a quilt, and she did a crochet project too. Megan Honsberger created a prototype of a bracelet that would be for teen girls to wear, and every time they would log in to their phones turn on their phones. Basically, they would press a small bead on this bracelet she was prototyping, and there are a bunch of beads around the bracelet, and if you touched it, it would change color from white and then to red and then to blue, or the blue to then the red, so that by the time you were done with the bracelet, if you've logged in many times, it would be glowing red, and it would be kind of like a scarlet letter of device usage. These projects are all about attention. They're all about paying attention. But I like to think about attention in the terms of the French. If some of you speak French, you know that in French you say faites attention or faire attention. If you translate that directly back into English, what it means is not pay attention, it means make attention, which I like a lot better. Paying attention involves some kind of transaction, as if attention can be bought and sold in a marketplace, which it is in an attention economy. Making attention means that you're treating attention like something that is that can be crafted and molded, something that you have agency in, that you're in charge of. So I like to think of making attention as a way of countering the politics of paying attention. Making attention, or faites attention in French, also means be careful. So there's also a politics of care involved here, and we're learning more about care and caregiving throughout the class. So here's a requisite quote to accompany all this. This is from Bernard Stiegler from his book, Taking Care of Youth and the Generations. Stiegler wrote, "Businesses must now be attention capture mechanisms for all their products and means of distribution, because only a limited amount of attention is available, as if attention were a fluid whose volume and pressure could somehow be measured." So you can think of the attention economy as kind of a central issue for this class. How might digital abstinence be used as a way of punking the attention economy, so to speak, as a way of culture jamming? These are old terms that I'm using. I don't know where they even came from out of my head, but as a way of disrupting. How can we disrupt the attention economy and offer new modalities of attention making that are going to create more thoughtful use of technology? So next time, I'm going to talk about this, which is captology. And if you want to look it up before I talk about it, that's perfectly fine. I do talk about it in that Globe and Mail article, but for now, I'm just going to stop the video and give you a chance to maybe digest it.